And again, Christians, get out and vote. Just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians.
Oh, my God. Are you freaking
I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
What does that mean? You're not going to have to vote again? Because we're going to make sure that nobody ever votes again in this country? Because I'm going to be the king? What is he saying? How do people criticize Biden's brain when this brain... I got to watch that again. I can't believe he's...
Get out and vote.
Christians?
Just this time.
Just this time. Just this time. Like you never vote.
Do it anymore. 4 more years.
Who wants to have to vote?
It'll be fine.
That's right.
You won't have to vote anymore.
You won't have to vote anymore. Just kill you. I love you, Christian. I'm a Christian.
You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not.
We're gonna have to fix it so good. We're gonna fix it so good.
He's gonna fix the process, the broken thing of voting every 4 years. He's gonna fix it.
My God! Oh my God! Turn him off. Well, you know, this is sort of like I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and not lose a vote. Every time I think he's done it, this will do it. I'm incorrect. But this is pretty good.
It should.
I would like a lot. I would like at least as much focus in the media on this madness as on Biden's disastrous debate. Because this is scarier than anything that happened there. My beautiful Christians, get out and vote just this time, and you won't ever have to do that. That horrible sacrifice, that horrible thing of having to vote.
Gross.
Oh my, it's so gross. Who needs voting? We're going to fix it so you never have to, because you'll never be able to. This is not Trump versus Kamala. This is Trump versus America. This is Trump versus our imperfect, fragmented, screwed up country that is a really important aspirational idea that we'll be able to work on if he's not there.
You know, I heard that somebody said, I look forward to protesting all of the policies that I vehemently disagree with on day one of a Harris presidency. Until then, I'm going to fight like hell.
I love that.
Elected. I mean, how do you speak to, you know, fighting for a candidate that you might disagree with on certain policies?
Because I think we should be able to disagree on policies in a humane and critically intelligent, nuanced, and complex way and listen to each other. And she is somebody that I can do that. I don't agree with her on everything. I don't think she's a perfect person or a perfect candidate. What she is seasoned, smart, has a ton of accomplishments, and she's a human being that is looking forward and who has nuance and thoughtfulness and has been in this job, as opposed to somebody, I mean, this person couldn't pass, well, I don't think he could pass a high school equivalency test on history, on the Constitution, on anything.
I couldn't.
Well,
could you?
Maybe not. Maybe not at this point.
That's just most Americans.
But I would never say Christians or Jews or Muslims, come out and vote just this once for me. And then I'm going to fix it. So you never have to do this awful thing called voting again. Because who wants to bother? When I'm in there, we won't ever have an election. So you won't need to do it again. Because I will be king.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is he saying with this? You know, I have a friend who is a Republican who wrote me a whole thing about violent Democrats. And I just had to say, excuse me, just one thing. January 6th was not a Democratic organization. You know, that was not a protest from the Democrats of any persuasion, left ones or moderate ones or centrist ones. That was the first attempt in 250 years to not have a peaceful transfer of power. Never happened before. That is not American to me. The one thing we had to stand on that didn't need re-examination and wasn't mythological was peaceful transfer of power for 250 friggin' years. I am proud of that. That is a real thing to be proud of.
And it's a real thing to continue to
And it's a real to continue to do it.
Are not beyond doing that again.
No. I didn't call to hang the vice president or the speaker of the House. That's violent. That's unhinged. You want to talk about madness? That's it. You want to talk about a dear leader and a cult? That's what that is. And I say no.
How are you feeling about J.D. Vance?
I feel really sorry for his wife. Really sorry. She seems like an interesting, decent person. And he has thrown her into this horrible world. And the conversation that he had that was published in the Times today with his transgender friend was very revealing. I do not understand how somebody can go in a few years from saying that person's like cultural cocaine, referring to Trump, saying that he hates him, saying he's a racist, saying he's like Adolf Hitler, and then defending him. I don't get it.
I could understand it if that individual went through some radical changes in their behavior, their policy. But Trump is the same motherfucker he's always
that is
been.
Exactly right, kid. And you know what? I would like people to remember that during the McCarthy times, another stain on America, you know, when Lillian Hellman, a great playwright, said in front of the House Un-American Activities Committee, I will not cut my conscience to fit this year's fashion. The whole country was staggered by that because they understood what it meant. And I think very few people would understand what that means right now. And Joe Welch, who said to McCarthy, have you no shame? At long last, have you no shame? I think we should bring back shame, the concept of embarrassing yourself and being shamed for not having a moral core, you know? And he will go down in the history books as one of the rarest people that gave up power and gave up his deeply needed position that he'd fought so hard for, that he believed he could do for the greater good for this country.
Could have done it. He could have done it a little earlier.
He could have done it a little earlier, but he had
like
to come
6
to it.
months
It takes
ago.
the time it takes, son.
Wow.
You know, not 6 months ago. I don't think that would have been good.
No.
No, I don't.
The real primary,
I think a
real
couple
democratic
weeks.
process.
Yeah.
Where we have a bunch of candidates where the public
Yeah.
might weigh in on who we want.
Yeah, maybe I agree with you on that. See, I changed my opinion just in that 1 minute with you. That's good. That was conversation.
All right. Let's go, Kamala.
Let's go, Kamala. Let's go, all of us. Let's go, Americans. Let's get together and get this country protected. Thanks. Yay, we can do it.
What's this? What's happening right now?
I don't know. That was Billy
Dancing?
Wamsick dancing from Movement Voter Pack. Yeah.
You think that get more votes out?
No, it'll probably get less votes, so never mind. Forget that.